morning, Quadcopter 101 here. And what I got for you today is a review of a little micro quadcopter, actually somewhere between a nano and a micro, a little bit bigger than a nano. This is the TK106WH. I guess I would call it a nano. TK106WH is an upgrade of the previous TK106, but with the addition of Wi-Fi, FPV, and the H in it denotes altitude hold. So yeah, this is an altitude hold Wi-Fi quadcopter. Now, it does not come with a controller. So how do you control this quadcopter? Well, it's controlled entirely via an app. It's app-controlled quadcopter. Neat little candy apple red design I like on that. One thing I'm not so sure about, though, is the angle of the camera. The angle of the camera is pointed 45 degrees down, so you're going to see a lot of ground when flying this. So this is primarily a camera bird to get selfies of yourself on the ground. You go up and point it in your direction and wave at the quadcopter is the idea, I believe, because you cannot point that camera angle up. Other things, it comes with these landing gear, which are easy to put in, but it also has prop guards that come with this quadcopter. However, I was not able to install those prop guards. There's these little tiny holes that the prop guard pins fit into, and I just could not get those pins to go into those tiny holes. So we're going to fly it without prop guards today. It has an on-off switch. Its cable, its plug and its connector plug and the battery cable are both external to the quadcopter. When I got it, it was received as such with the door closed. I think the idea is that Skytech wants you to connect these external to the quadcopter to prevent fatigue failure of these wires to the circuit board. If you just keep pushing these inside the battery bay, for one thing, they just don't fit. Okay, and for another thing, it'll reduce chances of you damaging the circuit board by repeatedly trying to push these cables inside the battery bay. Again, this is run by the Skytech FPV app. Let's go into a flight of this TK106HW and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, I'm turning on the on-off switch, applying power to the quadcopter, and it should be powered. Okay, we're going to put it on a relatively flat and level surface, which would be that, and turning on my phone and looking for the Skytech app. And Skytech app, and I already have Wi-Fi turned on this, and it should be connecting here, and we'll hit start and normal, or actually hold throttle, since it's altitude hold quadcopter, and we have video. Now I'm going to go into high rate, and also I want the gyro sensors. I want to use Gyro Control. So pressing Gyro Control button one more time, and it says put your finger here when you want to use gyro. So we were going to do that. And to take off, you got to slide to the right. And I'm also going to record video too. Recording video. Unfortunately, Skytech has stopped. Okay, let's try this again. We'll start from the beginning. And we'll hit start, and we'll hit hold throttle. And this time we're going to slide to take off, or hit gyros first, then sliding to take off, and now I'm starting the camera. Starting the camera. Okay, the camera is red. We are recording, so you want to record after you start the motors. Okay, we're going to put my thumb here to let it know we're doing gyros, and we're going to give it throttle by increasing the throttle pitch right there. And again, we are running entirely in gyros. Let's go to higher rate. Do I have to keep my thumb there? Let's find out. Yeah, you got to keep your thumb there, or you got to touch that pad to let it know that you want to do it by gyro control. Let's go up a little higher. You can flip too, I believe, by pressing that button there. It will flip too, see? I have to look at the pad. Okay, let's go out in the field a bit. The altitude hold seems to be working. I got it pushed all the way forward. I probably need to find a nice flat level surface to rebind it. Is there a landing button? There's no landing button, so, oh no, we're sliding to landing. Slide to landing. I don't know what that is. That's not a landing, so emergency stop. I hit sliding to landing and then it did that. I don't know, folks. If you look here, it says sliding to takeoff, sliding to landing also. When I hit sliding to landing, it went into that weird gyration. I'm looking to see if there is a calibration button on this. And I am not seeing it, unless it's that. We'll see if I can recalibrate its gyros. That seems to be relatively flat and level. Let's press this button and see if that calibrates the quadcopter. And hitting that button there for gyro control. I think we are actually in, let me stop the recording I got there. I think we are in headless mode. The headless mode button is what I believe I hit. Let's find out for sure. Taking off again, slide to take off. And putting my thumb there to control the gyros. Pulling back, forward, back. Forward, back, left, right. So right now, I'm going to point forward to bring it back to me. It's pointed toward me is what it is, flying this way. I want to see if I can get myself in the video. And I'm going to turn it. Applying yaw. And I'm just not getting it to come back. Hold on. See, I got it like this. Should be banking toward me, but it's not. Kind of hard to control this little thing. Let's try that slide to land again one more time. Sliding to land. There it goes again. When you hit that landing, it does. Come on, Don. Reducing throttle. Reducing throttle. And stop. Well, this app does not seem to control this very well. I'm having problems with it. We'll give it one more shot here. I will take off from this goal here. Putting it on a flat level surface. Really looking to see if there are any buttons that suggest calibrating the quadcopter. Maybe that one. I think that's one key return. Or that one. And turning on rudder, or turning on gyro control again. Okay, we are in gyro control. Turning off the camera. Turning the camera back on again. Going to high rate. And putting my thumb there, or hitting slide to take off, which gives us throttle. And increasing throttle. Okay, we're in high rate now. It seems to control much better. Still a little bit wiggly. I'm trying to get this one here to work, which seems to be headless mode, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's this one here. Yeah, I got headless mode on now. Now it don't matter which direction I'm pointed, that is forward. I'm trying to turn the camera toward me. And just as I get headless mode on, the battery is starting to die. It looks like let's go up a little higher. So there, that's how you do a selfie. if you want to do selfies. Get an aerial selfie. Let's go a little higher then. So, TK106, primarily I guess a selfie bird, not very acrobatic, a little bit hard to control. I recommend putting it in headless mode, which is down here in the bottom and center is your headless mode button. The other one was, I guess, one key return. And flying it with gyro control, because there's no way you're going to control this using the control pad. It's just not possible. You got to fly this headless mode, and you always got to keep your thumb on the pad to get the controller to work. Here, I'm turning off the camera now because it looks like we're getting low. And emergency stop, and that's the flight time. Emergency stop is the one that says stop on the app. Okay, one more camera on. So that's the TK106WH. Let me see if I can hold it steady with all my coffee it's in me this morning. Hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101. Signing out.